Hey there, guys. My name is Juliana,
And my name is Dave.
and we are dancers with Company Chameleon, Manchester's flagship contemporary dance company.
If you would like to know a little bit more about who we are and what we do, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or our website www.companychameleon.com.
In the next hour and a half, we will be taking you through a digital pro class. We'll start off nice and slow to get our bodies centered, then we'll bring in a bit of mobility for our joints and muscles. Then we will do some conditioning so we are fierce and strong, and then we will move on to a variety of different phrases so we will get your booties moving.
So Juliana and I made these classes up in our very own living rooms, which are not very big. So hopefully there won't be anything that you can't join in with. The video runs at an hour and a half long, so you'll get a full class out of this. If, however, you want to repeat any of the phrases or go back, look at any of the explanations again, then you will need a little bit more time.
Let's get started! So for the body mindfulness section that I'm about to lead you through, I'm just going to take us through some breathing exercises, through some slow stretches, just to get our minds and bodies connected again. It may be in your case that you've been at home sitting at a desk or haven't been able to walk around and be as active as normal. So this is just a way to ease back into movement and mobility. So I'm just going to walk us through it and hope you enjoy. So just finding a space somewhere in your house, closing your eyes, and we're just going to do a scan of where our body is today. If our weight is further in our toes than our heels, if there's tension in the legs, in the quads, in the booty, if our stomach is engaged, if it's loose, if there's tension in the arms or the shoulders, if you have lots of thoughts in your head. And not necessarily to change anything, but just taking note without judgment. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, letting our shoulders rise on your own time. Next, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths, but we're going to be expanding the diaphragm. So rather than letting the shoulders float up, we're going to let the stomach expand forward, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can either do a dragon's breath, which is sort of tension in the throat, or you can breathe out with an S sound, which allows the air to go out more slowly. So here we go on our own time, 3 deep breaths like that. Excellent. You can let your eyes flutter open, just warming up the palms of your hands, rubbing them together. My flat's a little bit chilly this morning. And washing your hands like you're washing dirt off the palms of your hands. We're going to let that bleed into the forearms, so just massaging into the forearms, digging deep into the flesh. Letting that come up into the biceps and the triceps, the deltoids, and into the shoulders. Boy, I hold so much tension in my shoulders. And coming to the other arm. Into the shoulders. Now we're going to take both hands and just pull up on the skull. So there's a part in the back of the skull called the occipital lobe, we're just going to take our thumbs in the back and pull up. And taking the fingertips and massaging the scalp like you're rubbing shampoo into your hair. That's my favorite part of getting my hair cut. When they wash my hair and massage my head. Moving on to the forehead, so we're just going to apply some pressure in the eyebrows on top of the brow bone. Just a few times. And then inside the brow bone, inside the socket, eye socket. Moving to the temples, just applying some pressure, maybe going in circles. Coming down to the cheekbones, under the cheekbone, above the cheekbone. And now the jawbone, the jawline. Under the jaw, so the chin. And lastly, we're just going to pull the ears, just going to tug them lightly. I know this really helps to wake me up if I'm feeling sleepy. Great. Coming down the front of the body, so we're just going to take little fists and tap lightly on the abdomen, being careful of all of our sensitive organs. Chest, the pecs. Coming around to the back. The glutes, coming down the front of the quads, the sides, the IT bands, and down to the shins, the calves. Just taking a second to use your fingertips to dig in if you'd like to massage, or just jiggle the muscle off the bone. Lastly, we're just going to apply some pressure into the ankles. Really feeling that sense of groundedness in the feet. Pulling the arches up a bit, digging the fingers in the arches. And from here, we're just going to draw with our fingers, outlining our feet on the floor. Just a few times to really send the message to our brains that our feet are firmly grounded. Wonderful. From here, we're going to roll down 8 times, and we'll keep our legs straight as we go into a push-up position. So let me just demonstrate. So we'll come down, keeping the legs straight, walking out to a plank position, walking back, rolling up. So we'll do that 8 times. Here we go. Four more. Really finding the pressure in the palms of the hands. And one more to finish off. Let's meet in a downward dog. Just taking a second to find the length in the Achilles and the hamstrings and pressure in the heels of the hands. From here, we're just going to float the knees down and we'll find ourselves on all fours. From here, we're going to take a wave through the spine, starting from the pelvis, reaching the head, then reversing it head to pelvis. Really nice way to mobilize the lower spine. I know mine gets stuck quite often. Wonderful. From here, we're just going to bring opposite arm and leg out. So we're going to take opposite arm and leg out. We're going to bring it to the side, bring it back to the center, let the elbow and then the knee kiss, and we'll place it back down. We'll do that 5 times each side to just sense where our core is today. Really, really strong in the center. Remembering to breathe and lengthen. Being careful not to arch too much in the back when you extend the leg to the back. And one more on each side. Excellent work. We're just going to slide our right knee forward, and it's going to be in a right angle. Our left knee is going to be in another right angle. We're going to pulse here forward. 1, 2, and opposite shoulder to knee. 1, 2. We're going to roll on our backs to do the other side. We'll do that 5 times on each side, really allowing the spine to twist and to get a bit of a stretch in the glutes. Here we go. 1, 2. As you roll on your back, really finding time to relax your hip flexors. As you make the transition to the other side. And last time on each side, we go. Excellent work. Just taking the legs forward, taking a big bend forward, flexing the toes. Keeping your spine as straight as you can without curving over just yet. Just finding that length in the spine. And now letting everything curl over. You can point the toes. Excellent. From here, we're just going to swing over onto our bellies. And we're going to pass our hands around the back. So instead of taking our upper back up, we're going to leave our spine as flat as we can. We're going to hollow out this center area. So it's like we're really engaging our abdominal region, and we're passing our hands from forward to behind. So I'll just demonstrate once, then we'll do it all together. So that's all that it is. We're going to do that 5 times. Here we go. You should feel it in the back of your shoulders. Remembering to breathe. Excellent. Nice work, everyone. Just coming out, taking a cobra. Letting the shoulders come down and pushing back into a downward dog. Just patting through the feet if you like. We're going to let the right leg swing up. You can let it bend. Have a little play here to mobilize the hip. Whatever you need to do this morning. And when you're ready, we'll come back and we'll do the other leg. It's like putting olive oil in our joints. Really oiling everything up. Great, and walking ourselves into a crouch. So from here, we're just going to let our body hang. Letting the neck relax. Great. From here, we're just going to walk in all 4 directions. So we're just going to walk ourselves forward. We're going to walk ourselves back. Really opening up the front of the shoulders. Walking ourselves back to center. And then placing some weight on our hands towards the side. So we're just going to come to the side. To the side. We're going to do that 3 times. And if you feel comfortable enough to take your weight, you can find this stab position. So the elbow will go into the rib cage and the other one will support you on the floor. And you can just have a moment to find your balance on each side. All right, here we go. Coming forward first. And last round. Great job, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling your arms engaged. Excellent. Last little thing, we're just going to create some spinal twists. So moving our knees from right to left and letting our upper body respond. Wonderful. From here, we're just going to let our legs extend, holding on to our elbows. Letting the spine drip over the legs, really finding space in each of the vertebrae. And in your own time, taking a plie to roll all the way up. Really nice work. Let's just take a bit of a bounce. Letting all the tension go in the shoulders. You can let the heels come off a bit. Taking note of your room, wherever you are, if you're in your kitchen, and your room, your living room like me. Just noticing the space around you. And let that die down a bit. Let the heels come back to the floor. Stretch the shoulders and the arms. Letting that die down even more. until there's no movement. Excellent work. Hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer and more connected, body, mind.
Cool, okay, let's get moving. I'm going to start on our knees, nice tall back. First thing we're going to do is a little instigation with the pelvis. Everything that happens after that comes from down here, so I'll show you from the sides. First thing that moves is the pelvis, and then you're just going to let the whole back respond right up into the top of your skull. So that will go 1, up, 2, bring the leg forward, step on it, that's up on 2. Back knee, back leg is going to fold under through the gap, that's 3, 4. So we've gone 1, up, 2, folding 3, down 4, push up to 5, the step is on 5, and the arm comes back on 6. Let this arm have a bit of weight to it, and you really want to find your body back in a nice outstretched position. Let's roll back. So we go 1 and 2, folding 3, down 4, step 5, arm 6. From here, the other arm's going to follow it, and 7, 8, I'm going to let this leg feed through the gap. Let's go from stepping up on 5, the arm comes back 6, the leg that's on the floor goes 7, 8, I release the other arm, and 1, 2, I'm just going to shoot straight forwards, finding as quick as you can a nice rooted positioning with the feet. You're just going to sink the hips down, find a nice rooted place here. If you need your elbows on your knees, go for it. So that was 1, 2. From here we're going to wait 3, 4, we rock back, and on 5 you're going to find an outstretched position in the 1 count. So we come up, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Try to get there as quickly as you can, but still rolling through the entirety of your back. You don't want to slam down. You still want a nice oozy journey to the floor. Let's recap. So we've gone 1, 2, folding 3 and 4, up 5, arm 6, round 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can take 6, 7, 8 just to settle down into the floor. Release everything in your legs, don't want any tension, let everything drop and sink into your carpet. And then whilst that happens, you're just going to turn the palms over to find the floor. So we've come back on 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, I'm going to root both hands into the floor. I'm going to send my knees laterally around. So this isn't a backwards roll. I'm not sending my knees over the back, I'm sending them out and around, nice and flat. So that will go 1, 2, and I'm hopping over this shoulder. So by the time I've come round, I'm on the other side of this arm. It's kind of tricky to show you in the living room setup. So we're back on 5, hands turn 6, 7, 8. My knees go 1, 2, I'm hopping over this arm to find this place. Yep. Hopefully that's okay. If not, pause the video, roll back. Obviously it's hard to show you in this setup, but repeat the video as many times as you need. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, arm 6 and 7, 8. Forwards for 2, 3, 4, back 5, 6, 7, 8. Round 1, 2 and 3, 4. We're just going to stretch out. Gaze goes to the front, arms are ready. That's 3, 4. 5, 6, arms come in. 7, 8, we're going to feed leg and arm through. So let's go back. We've gone to 5, 6, 7, 8. Round 1, 2 and 3, 4, up 5, 6 and 7, 8. Lovely, not much more, so we'll just carry on. 1, 2, that leg is going to feed over the top. Keep it nice and straight. Let it be the first thing that goes. Everything else that happens is just as the result of that leg going over. We fed the leg and the arm through. 7, 8. It goes over the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've got one arm forward, one arm back. The arm that's back is the shoulder I'm going to roll over. So from here, I tuck my head and look under the armpit. I look under the armpit of the arm that's forward. And I hoik my hips up. Wah, to send them forwards. I'll show that much again. From here, let's go. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're here by 3, 4. One arm up, one arm down. I look under the armpit of the arm that's up. From here, I'm going to suck my hips up. Use my abs and my back to really draw my centre upwards. Once it's there, that's what gives me the opportunity to roll over on this shoulder. So I look under this arm, my hips come up, I tuck my head, let the legs fall down, and as a result of that, let your whole spine drift up. So very much like a seesaw, you just go all the way up. Let's roll back. Almost there. We go. 1, 2, down 3, 4, up 5, arms 6 and 7, 8 to forwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, out 3, 4, and 5, 6 and 7, 8. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8. Last little bit just to reset, then we go on the other side. Hands go down. 1, 2, 3. I'm creating just enough space to shoot my legs back. I'll move back from the camera a bit. So we've come up. Hands go down. 1, 2, and 3. Get them through on 3. Give it as much little whip as you can. So 1, 2, and 3. 4. Let your weight come back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go on the other side. Let's have a little look at the other side. So the pelvis starts. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up 5, arms 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop 5, 6. Turn the palms to 8. 1, 2, out 3, out 4. Arms 6 and legs to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands in, 2 legs back for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lost the counts at the end there. That is the idea. So we'll go right, left. I'll stop the video now. I'll throw some music on. You'll see me go through it. Go for it once. If you need to go back, go back. If you want to repeat it, or move on. Enjoy.
Again. So hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer and more connected to your body now. The next thing we're going to go into is our conditioning set. So the first thing that we start with is a 6-minute plank. I know, like, she said, what? But don't worry, we're going to break it down so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. But one thing that's important to know is that at any point, if you need to put your knees down or modify, please do so. This is for you, and you know your body better than anyone. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be in a normal plank position for 2 minutes. Then we're going to switch to our right side and hold that for 30 seconds. Then we'll go to our left side and hold that for 30 seconds. Then we'll repeat that right side for another 30, left side for another 30. Then we'll come back to the center and do the last 2 minutes. So let's get some space and go for it. Shall we go for it? Let's go. I think the main thing here is to really think about your breath. So breathing really deeply like we did at the beginning of the class, and really thinking that the center, your core, is where you want the tension to be, rather than in your neck and in the trapezius. So really finding that center point that's like a fireball, and that's where the tension should be. Another 30 seconds. Just knowing that this is, as much as this is a physical exercise, this is also a mental exercise in resilience and patience and mental strength. Great job. 1 minute down. Let's go for our next one. Maybe it helps to imagine the core engaging and the shoulders relaxing down into the lats. Excellent. 30 more seconds here. When you finish this plank, you're going to feel like Superman. Woohoo! Excellent work. Let's go to our right side. Find 30 seconds here. Making sure not to sag. So keeping this side body really engaged. Breathing deeply and switching sides. So we're on our left side now. Again, making sure that this isn't sagging or lifting too high, that you're just in alignment, having this lat engaged. Woohoo! Excellent work, guys. This isn't easy, but it's really good for you. Switching to the right side again. Breathing nice and deep, feeding oxygen to your brain and your muscles. And switching to the left side. Last 30 seconds on the side, and we'll go back to the center for the last 2 minutes. Just really believing in your muscles that they will help you get through this. Amazing. Let's come back to the center for the last 2 minutes. This is the home stretch. You're almost there. Making sure the alignment in the plank, that your hips are not sinking or that your booty is too far in the air. So making sure that everything's in good alignment. That's 30 seconds. Having in your mind's eye where the tension is in your body. It's in your center. Amazing work, everyone. We've got 1 more minute left, and that's it. You've got this. You've come this far. Shaking is good. Those are your muscles working for this. We've got 30 more seconds. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Amazing work. Woo! You did it. So just finding a space on the floor. Shaking your hips from side to side, letting your head rest. And switching your head to look the other way. Amazing. We're going to take our arms a little bit in front of our shoulders to push up, stretch out our abdominals. You can take your head, tilt it from side to stretch out the neck. And bringing the arms in a little bit closer to the shoulders. Stretch again. Whatever you need. And lastly, we're going to bring it right under the shoulders so the pelvis will be off the floor a little bit. Amazing. Excellent work, you guys. That is not easy, so give yourself a big hug.
Right, okay guys, we're going to make our way through a press-up series. So we're going to go for 10 regular push-ups, 10 with a diamond shape in our hands, making sure to not let the elbows drift outward. We still want to pull them in towards our sides, and 10 wide with our fingertips facing the same way. We'll go for 10 in each position. Take a brief pause in between each one. You can push up into a downward dog, take a child's pose, or just come back to your knees, give yourself a squeeze, whatever you need. After that, if you're feeling up to it, we'll do another 5 in each position. So in total, 45. Let's do it. First set, okay. Hands shoulder width apart. Nice long line down to the back of your heels. Let's go. 6, 7, 8. Using the breath. Okay, short pause. I think I may have done 11 now, I'm not sure. This one, index fingers and thumbs touching, drawing the elbows into your sides. Second set, long line back. Fill your body with oxygen. To go. The top of your skull in line with the rest of your body. Don't go up and down. You may not lower as far with this set. Again, I think I'm losing count. I'm not sure that was 10. Last set, fingertips facing forwards. Resist the lowering down. Resist the temptation to drop. Last 10, here we go. the breath. Lovely, okay, that's the first 3 turns. Last little push. Try to shorten the gap in between each now, so we'll go 5, 5, 5. If you can, rolling all the way through. I'm not sure I can manage, but we'll find out. To go. Diamond. Last 5, let's go. Oh, last one. Oh. Very nice. Well done. Okay, just give your wrists a quick shake. Let that rise up into your arms, up to your elbows. Give your shoulders a little shrug. Let go of your skull. Let it drop. Swing it round, give your head a few circles. Getting your hands, really work into your shoulders a little bit. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Working down your arms, back space in front, under your armpits. Into your forearms. And lastly, down to your hands. Really use a bit of force. Get into all the tiny little workings in between your fingers. Give a nice pull out. And same on the other side. Get nice in deep around your scapula. Top of your shoulders, come down sides. Trying to drop the arm that you're working into. I've realised I'm holding mine up. Trying to be as relaxed as possible. Down into your forearm. And your hand. Nice, guys. Very good work.
And now we're going to do some more stuff for the arms, so sorry about that, but you'll thank me later because your handstands are going to be amazing. So we're going to do a handstand series. So to start off with, we're going to just go with the music, and we'll take 2 counts to go up, 1, 2, 2 counts to go down, 3, 4, and we'll spend 5, 6, 7, 8 recovering to do the next handstand. So we'll do that 8 times. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The full 8 counts for the handstand, and we're only going to be doing 4 of those. We've got 2 more things to get through. So we're just going to do 8 times, switching our legs and hands. So we go right, left. We're going to do that 8 times.
Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Kamuyimbeko jajja kiwanuka omulalu namusula wa wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Engalengalo basabe enyagalangalo bajjajja batandika okulanya. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Batusabe engoma zibateekemu amaanyi okuva waggulu wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Kamuyimbeko jajja kiwanuka omulalu namusula wa wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Engalengalo basabe enyagalangalo.
Okay, we're almost at the end of our series. You've been amazing because this is a lot of work for the arms. So last thing is we're just gonna go against a wall. So it could be on the back of a door. I'm gonna use this space right here, and we're just gonna spend 30 seconds in a handstand, and then the next 30 seconds we'll just be testing, switching from arm to arm, see if we can hold our own body weight.
Kamuyimbeko jajja kiwanuka omulalu namusula wa wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Engalengalo basabe enyagalangalo bajjajja batandika okulanya. Selubwatuka wansi wali nyanja, Selubwatuka wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro. Batusabe engoma zibateekemu amaanyi okuva waggulu wanuka waggulu eriyo muliro.
You must be feeling like the strongest person in the world after all of that conditioning. We're going to learn a phrase that's got a bit of everything. So let's get into our space and get started. So I'm actually facing the diagonal. So in my square space, I'm facing the left diagonal. So it starts. We bend our knees, our right elbow comes up, we circle it around the head, and our torso responds. So we have knees, elbow, head comes around the hand, we ripple through, our right arm and right leg come out to the side in a big lunge, and we collect everything back to the center. From here, our heels pop, boop, our hands come to our chest, boop, and our body tilts to the left, boop. So let's go from the beginning. So we have knees and elbow, head goes around the hand, ripple through the torso, right arm, right leg, bring it in. We've got heels, hands, tilt. One more time like that. So we've got knees, elbow, around, whoa. Grab the leg and arm, come together, heels, hands, tilt. Woohoo! From here we're going to release all of that. We're going to slightly lean back as our arms come to our right side back. Our right leg comes forward. So we were here, everything relaxes, arms back, leg forward, and we switch everything, leading from the shoulder, and everything switches. From here, we're going to bring the right leg all the way forward, extending so our head and our foot are very far away from each other. Our arms collect the head, and we bring everything down into a lunge. So again, we've gone heels, hands, tilt, relax everything, arms back, foot forward, reverse, leg goes forward, bring everything down to a lunge. Great. From here, we've got this nice hole right here. Our right leg's going to swing through, and the left leg's going to circle. From the circle, we're going to push off of this right leg, and it brings us into a penché. And from here, we're going to do another push off of this right leg, and we're going to rotate on the left arm. I know it's hard to see with the camera, so let me scoot back. So we've come into this lunge. We swing through, left leg circles, brings us up into a penché, then we switch in the air. Now we're facing the right corner in a diagonal. From here, this right leg is going to go swing through passe into an arabesque. So, swing through passe into an arabesque. Our right arm is by the head, left arm is down. And we're going to just switch the feet. Right leg comes forward, left leg goes back. So we've come, rotated on our hands. Right leg comes back into an arabesque. Switch. Now we have lefts and rights, not my forte. From here we've got left, right, left. In other words, we have back, back, front. Let's go all the way back from the beginning until that point. So we've got knees, boom, elbow, around the head, whoa. Ripple through, right arm, right leg, come back in. We've got heels, hands, tilt. Let everything go, arms come back, foot comes forward, reverse from the elbow, big extension front, whoa, bring it back to a lunge, swing through, left leg circles, comes up to a planche, rotate on the hands to come down. Finding that passe to arabesque, reverse, back, back, front. Woo! Okay, last little bit. From here, we're going to come and collect something in the front. So we're going to take a big step out with the right and collect something to the front. Now we're going to turn towards our right, and we're going to do the same thing to the back to come forward. So again, we've gone arabesque, switch, back, back, front. To the front, turn, to the back, center. From here, we're going to do a big jump turning, or a tour en l'air, if you know what that means. So you can either do a single, double, big jump in the air, or we're going to finish down on the floor. So we've just gone to the back, come here, down. From here, we're going to shoot the left arm to the right diagonal. So we're in a lunge, right leg to the right diagonal, and left arm comes to the diagonal. From here, we want to bring the arms back, but they get stuck halfway. Boop! They get stuck. Then we let them open out. From here, we just bring the toes to face the same direction, and we'll do a big head circle starting from the left. Big head circle. Whoa! Yeah? Let's go back. So we've done arabesque, switch, back, back, front. Big collect, turn, collect, turn, jump, shoot everything out, bring it back, get stuck, it opens out, big head circle. Woo! Amazing. Last little bit, we're almost there. From here, we're going to do an attitude turn, going towards the left. Right leg will be in attitude, body goes to the left. So we go. Big attitude turn. From here, we have a parallel passe to turn out passe, and it's really the knee that takes us. So from this attitude, we've got the knee that goes in and it goes out. From here, we've got a ripple through, and I let this knee bend a little bit to help me. Ripple all the way through to the arm, and it extends. So we've gone big shoot out, it gets stuck, comes back, big head circle. From here we've got an attitude, nice and controlled, turned in, turn out, big ripple through. Last bit, from here, right hand hits the left hand, and then the left hand goes boop, and we lower, and that's the end. So it's a little bit faster. We've come around, zoom, zoom, whoa. That's it, we have a bit of a reaction to that. Let's walk through from the very beginning, and then we'll give it a whirl with some music. At any point, if I'm going too fast or too slow, it's like, girl, come on, hurry up. Please, you can adjust it on your device, so if you need to pause, rewind, fast forward, stop, take that liberty to do so. Okay, so from the beginning, we're going to bend our knees, boop, elbow, around the head, ripple through, right leg comes in. We've got heels, hands, tilt, relax, reverse, big extension, bring it down to a lunge, circle, penché, rotation, down, arabesque, switch, back, back, front, big collapse, big step, jump, shoot out, get stuck, bring it around, big head circle, attitude, inside, out, ripple, hit, whoa. Amazing! Yes! Let's go for it with music.
Cool, okay, moving on to something a bit bigger. We're going to take a wide stance with the feet, bend the knees slightly so we can really ground down. First thing is we're going to raise one elbow, send a bit of energy down the other arm. We're going to lock down our whole upper body and knock into a wall. Really keep everything tight and rigid so that once that knock has happened, you can find something different afterwards. You can find a softness. So we go from rigid to airy. So we knock. After this, the same side that the elbow was up on, we're going to bring around to the back. It's leading with the fingertips and the foot comes along with it. Around to the back like that. Going to sink nice and low, and then the fingertips are going to lead us back up to the front. So they're basically going in a figure of 8 motion like this, and you're really letting this have an impact in your spine. It should be nice and oozy. So we go 1, we bring the side around, sink down. Lovely. The hand finds the back of the head, and with tension we're going to push the skull down, really resist against it, find a nice kind of powerful energy here. We push down, and then just before we get to the extent of our plie, our head's going to escape through the gap made by our elbow. So we push down, we push down, we push down, da, 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 da. The head escapes. As it does, we find this connection here with the hand to the neck. Before this escapes, we're going to send the back leg nice and long and fast round to the back. So we push down, the head escapes to the front, the leg goes fast, and then I step on it. Try not to do what I just did and hop about. The leg goes down, you want to root down into this leg, nice straight in the knee, straight out of the hip, so that this knee and this elbow can connect. The foot is also flexed. Right, okay, so from the top we go. Knock, that side comes round. Figure of 8 with the hands to find the back of the head. We push, 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 push. The head escapes to send that leg long. To gather up. There we go, nice. Cool, from there, 2 drops. 1, letting this happen. 1, 2. So really, marionette doll, losing its strings, let everything drop. We're coming from this nice supported position here, he says, whilst wobbling. So then, 1, 2. From there, we're going to rise up out of this plie. Think buoyant. We want a nice little buoyancy here in the legs. We're going to find the same shape in the arms that we found at the beginning, only we're not going to knock into anything this time. This stays quite nice and soft. So we've dropped down. Going to rise up out of that plie and sink back down again. That's 2 and 3. On the third one we stay up. Have a bit of freedom here to find a nice range of motion that works for you. So basically it's a twist on top of a plie. That's the basic action. You can find a whole host of other motion in this place though. Like, see what happens if you start working with your hips on a different orientation, if you let your spine go a little bit. Just find something that works for you. So we've dropped down, we go 1 and 2 and 3, and we stay up. From here, I'm going to circle this shoulder, and as I do, this arm stays braced in one position. So if I show you this way, it'll stay as one unit. We've come up, it circles around, it drops with a nice little punch down this way, and that causes my whole right side to collapse in down with this arm in this crease. Yeah, so we go 3, down this way. Yep, from there we're going to gather up to the other side, keeping this arm in this fold, and with a nice big push, you're going to send that leg away. Really give it some force, don't let it be a really put enough force into it so that the body coming back to then fall forwards feels more natural. Let's link that one from the top. So we knock, send the side round, find the back of the head to lower. Head escapes, send the left long. Nice, 2 drops to 3 of these, whatever that is for you. The arm circles, it drops, it pulls up, push the leg and bring the body forward. Cool, okay, we'll keep going. So we've currently got our torso rippling forwards nice and soft. As it does, our hands are going to find the floor, and nice and easy, we just rock up into a little handstand. My light fixture's a little bit low, so I'm trying to avoid sending my legs up straight. If you've got the space for it, if you've got tall ceilings, go for a nice extended handstand if you like, if that's manageable. If not, a nice tucked place, totally cool. That's what I'm going to be going for. So, we've pushed the leg away. We bring the body forwards, up into handstand, and I'm going to use my leg to propel me to come back up. So, as I come out of handstand, I'm straightening the leg, and I'm going to use it as a pendulum to bring me up. It's that swing down that's going to ramp my body up this way. And once it's come through and stepped, I let it freeze. There's a small moment of before anything else happens. It's like you pause the video. Just that once more. Let's go from pushing the leg. This way we let the body rock forwards, up into a handstand. Nice, cool. Let's recap again. Nice and low in the legs, we go. Whatever you found here. Cool, okay, hopefully that's good. We'll recap again. If not, you can pause the video, go back, do as you need. So, from here, the leg that's forward, I'm going to circle it, little rond de jambe round to the back in parallel, staying nice and low in the other leg. Yeah, so it's a nice kind of, it's less up here, less pretty, more dirty, more grungy. Send that leg around. As that's going, I'm going to isolate the top of my body, and I'm just going to let my rib cage drift around on top in the same way that the leg is going. So it goes around, I send my rib cage around, and before it's able to complete this circle, my legs overtake me slightly. So I lead around backwards with my legs. Just that much again. We've come out of handstand to here. This leg goes around, my rib cage follows, and the leg that's in front is the one that then cuts the journey. Leg, rib cage, legs. Nice. To find this side nice and long. So my foot's on the walk, my fingertips are stretching up, as much stretch as you can possibly find in that side before the other arm cuts across. Strong here, straight here, nice and energized. Get a real whip around, like send that arm around as fast as you possibly can. Leg, ribs, we go around to find that side long, to send it. Try as best you can, get down here, plant that foot, get the toes in, hopefully you'll be more stable than that. Back to the top, we knock. We send the side around, figure of 8, to find the back of the head, to lower. The head escapes. Send it long, to gather up. Very nice. 2 drops. 1, 2. 1, 2. Find a journey, try something new. 3. The arm circles, to push, to gather, push again. Rock up into handstand. Little pause, the leg goes, the rib cage goes, the legs catch up, to find the side long, to gather around. Cool, okay, let's carry on. From here, the legs are going to swap over, and you're going to find a nice deep second plie. As you do, you're going to draw the arms back like so, as if like you're pulling a bow and arrow, only this hand is palm facing out. So from this nice outstretched position, this arm ramps around, we swap the legs over, like so. 3 little details with the hands. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Just like that, but they're quick, nice and sharp. They all go. 1, 2, 3. That third one, pulling your weight over onto this front leg so that this one, it's nice and free, can do whatever it needs to. From outstretched, the arm comes around, we go. Swap the legs, deep second, pull the arm back. 1, 2, 3. Yes, nice. Back to the top once more, then we'll add the last chunk on. Okay, we go. Bring the side around, figure of 8. Resist this, push the skull, find some tension. The head escapes. Send the leg long, drift through this plie to find a nice bit of stability. 2 drops. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. The arm circles, to drop, to gather, to push, to fall, to handstand. Take a moment. Leg goes, body goes, legs catch up. Find that long side, to whip around. Change the legs over, deep second plie. 1, 2, 3. Sweet, okay. Last chunk. Right, let's add on. So we've had 1, 2, 3. From here there's another 3 actions. The leg is gonna do another little rond de jambe off the floor. 1. It goes again, this time with the right arm. 2. And then after that second one is gone, I'm going to whip around with my other arm to get myself into a nice turn. So that'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To get up to the back. Yep. Just that bit once more. We've come through bow and arrow. Deep second. 3 hands. 1, 2, 3. To go leg. Leg and arm. Low. Nice. Okay. Last bit. Let's do it. Once we find the back, we're going to immediately shift back towards the front. Knee and elbow connected. Palm, hard to show, facing out. 3 more little actions from here. 1, 2, 3. So the first one, I'm lifting this elbow. The shape stays the same, and as it lifts up, I'm going to connect my other arm, hand rather, to this elbow. 1. The second one, the shape just moves up one more time. 2 and 3. Similar to earlier, after this knock, finds a softness. It's the same idea here. So these are tight, 1, 2, and 3 is soft. You can let that drift where it needs to. The very last move, right. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to root myself down. Whichever arm you've got up, it really doesn't matter, is going to pull you down to the floor. The same leg as arm that's gone down is the first one to go up. So just in this case, I'm dropping my right arm down, so it's my right leg that's going up. And I'm going to drift up into a little handstand just to come down. I think I'm okay. So hands go into the floor, out of the floor. It's a little exchange. The legs are just swinging in a similar motion. So I've come back round to the front to go 1, 2, 3. I ground myself, my right arm comes down. And there we go, that's it. Let's go once more from the top, make sure we've got it. This will be the last time I walk through it with you, but if you need, by all means, just go back in the video. So, we go. Knock. Bring that side around to the back of the head. Nice and low escape. Descend the leg. Find that supporting side. 1, 2, 3. There you go, the arm circles. To push the leg into handstand. Leg, body, legs catch up. Find that long side, whip it round. 1, 2, 3. Leg and arm. Together back down. 1, 2, 3. To settle, to find the floor. There you go, guys, that's it. Whew. Like I said, pause the video, rewind, do what you need to do. I'm going to give it a go with some music for you to try as well.
This next exercise that I'm about to teach you, there's a mix of everything in here. It's a little mix-a-brew of jumps, a bit of floor work, musicality. So make sure you've got a bit of space, and let's give it a go. Okay, so this exercise starts with 4 bounces in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Great. Done. Then we're gonna jump right leg, left leg. So we go jump, jump. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, down. From here we've got 2 more jumps, opening outside, side, side. And then we're going to take the right leg and it kicks back. It's going to kick back, forward. So I say kick, but it's more of like a step back. So if you go sideways, it will look like this, back, forward, kicks forward. So let's go from the very beginning. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, out, in, back, front. Woo! Let's do that again. We'll do it a few more times. Maybe this is the fastest bit. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, out, in, back, front. Yes. From here, we're going to do like a chasse, step together, step, right, left, right, however you want, right, left, right. and the left leg is going to come around to the back. It's like a back cross. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, out, in, back, front, right, left, back, cross, right, left. From here we're going to fouette on the right leg in an arabesque. So we've swooped around, right, left, right leg, fouette. Woo! From here we're going to take 2 steps forward. So we've gone left, right, and our left leg swings front and back with a flex foot, and that's a jump. So we've gone cross back, right, left, right, fouette, jump. Great. From here, we're going to come to a really small position to open out into a big lunge. Last little bit, our left leg is going to come to an arabesque back, and we go onto our hands to open out. So our legs kind of tuck in and then they open out. So we've gone our big jump, hi-ya, come to a small position, we open out into the lunge, left leg comes back, we have our knees in, and then we open out. Okay, I promise this really is the last little bit. From here, we're gonna turn to the front, turn, and the arms fold in. We're gonna bend down and roll over the right shoulder. The left knee comes through. We step on it, so the knee comes to the ground. The right knee joins it for a turn, and that's the end. That's the end of the right side. Let's walk through the whole thing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, out, in, back, front, step together, step, around, right, left, fouette, left, right, big jump, step to a little position, big lunge, crunch the knees in, open out, turn, the arms fold in, rolling down, left leg comes through, knee comes to the ground, right knee joins, and we turn. Yes, that's the right side. I say we walk through the left, and then we try the whole thing together. So, same beginning. Bounce, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to jump to the left. Jump left, jump right. Same thing. Out, in. Now left leg goes back. Left leg goes back, and it kicks forward. Step together, step. Now right leg crosses back, and we've got left, right, fouette on the left. Coming forward, right, left, a big jump. Right leg flexes front, back. We find our little position. Big lunge. Now our right leg goes to arabesque to find our hands to open out. Turning towards the right. Arms folding in. Now we're going to roll over our left shoulder. Our right knee comes, finds the floor, we turn, and voila! Let's give it a go. conclude our first online pro class. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and Dave and I really hope that you can take something away from today's session.
A great big massive thank you to Faisal and Arbol for letting us use your tracks. It was a massive help in making this video, guys, so thank you very much. Guys at home, you can find their music on Spotify, so really go and check them out.
Don't forget to look for us on Instagram and our website, Facebook, so you can stay tuned for when our next class comes out.
See you soon.